Hey, welcome back to WorldTVOnDemand.com. Thanks for viewing my channel. Check out the links below. I'm Harold, and today we're going to talk about computers. We're going to talk about laptop computers. We're going to talk about tower computers, and just computers in general. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get started talking about computers. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to World TV On Demand today. Hey, today we're going to talk a little bit about Tech Corner, the tech stuff. So, when I was first started out, IBM was the main computers, and what I had was the old 888. Do you guys remember the 888? Because if you are, you're probably as old as I am. Well, maybe a little bit younger. And then they come up with different type of, AMDs and the ARM and the Intel processor and all this stuff, and then the I processors, the i3, the i5, the i7. And every year that they come out with a new product or new, faster, better computer, it's going to be great because it's fast, man. It's going to work great. Well, I don't know what happened. What happened? Because I went from the 888 and then kept building up. And eventually, and I even built some little computers. Have you ever heard of the Raspberry Pi? This is a Raspberry Pi. This is a little computer in here. It's got 4 HDMIs, Ethernet, and then it's got the slot for your SD card, which is your hard drive in this. And you can hook up an external hard drive if you want to one of the USB ports. It's got your power supply in, an HDMI cable to your TV or your monitor if you want. If you're not doing nothing but email and surfing the internet, not playing games and stuff, although some people do play games with these. These are neat little, this is the whole computer. You have this, you can have a little remote like this or a mouse and a keyboard. It has a power supply and an HDMI cable, and that's the whole thing. And you can do a lot of stuff with a little Pi computer. And that's a Pi 3, now they got Pi 4. So that's another option, and that's another thing that's out there. But there's a lot of things. And the Pi, if you go to their store or their website, I'll try to remember to put a link below. Sometimes I forget, but they even have a keyboard that you just have an HDMI cable out and goes to the monitor. And then the keyboard is everything. It has the Pi 4 built in or slotted in or whatever, and it's just ready to go. So anyway, that's another option I forgot to tell you about. I got to these things here. This is a Lenovo, and Dell makes a similar computer. And I'll show you a little bit more here. And it's not fancy. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty good computer. So I went from the 8088 to these and stuff like that. And this is actually a way more advanced than the 888. This is a Core 2, Intel Core 2. So, but this one bit the dust. The motherboard went out on it. And I asked them about fixing it, and they said, well, it ain't worth putting a motherboard in. So anyway, I toss and turn with different things. I had towers and different things like that, which was cool. The DVD players, the CD-ROMs, and all that stuff. And then eventually I said, well, I'm running out of room. These computers are getting too freaking big. I had computers everywhere. So I said, well, I'm going to get me a laptop. The laptop is the way to go. It's the way of the future. So I got me an HP laptop. And it was great. It was great. This one is actually a Windows 7 that I had. And it no longer works. The motherboard and the hard drive is bad in it. So it didn't last. But it's pretty old. So anyway, but I thought this would be the answer to all my prayers, but they just don't last. And then the batteries, it's got a battery here. I've replaced this battery, I don't even know how many times, and do you keep it plugged in and keep it charged, or do you unplug it and let it drain down and then plug it back in? I don't know. It depends on who you talk to, and everybody's going to tell you a different story. So anyway, after a lot of heartache for that, I went and bought me another laptop, uh, much more expensive laptop, and it was an i7. And doggone if I didn't have that just a year or so. And they haven't been out that long. I mean, this is 2020, and the i7, I don't know when it came out. It must have been like 2 or 3, 4 years ago. So you had the i3, I had one of those. The i5, I had one of those, and the i7, I had. And you know what? No matter what software I used and had on there, no matter what speed internet I had, they didn't work no faster than when I was doing spreadsheets and doing my inventory for my appliance repair shop on the old 888. I mean, I was doing just as good with dial-up and 888. And now we got all this 100 megabytes, 200 megabytes, a terabyte of speed on internet and computers with i7 processors, which just don't work. It don't work. I mean, they work, but they're not fast like you would think they would. You would think that you click and it would go to where you want to, instead of having to sit there, click, and wait for it. Especially if you're surfing through the internet. So anyway, after going through the 88, the Dells, the Lenovo's, the ARMs, the Intel processors, and going to the i3 and the i5 and the i7, you know what I ended up with? I'm right back, because they're so doggone expensive. I'm right back to I've got these all over the house. The kids have one, I have one, my wife has one, but they're Dell computers and they're just like this. And they're just as fast as an $800 or $1,000 computer. I don't get it. No, we don't play games on. We don't play games on. The kids play games on their cell phones, but we don't play games on the computer. We just use it for internet surfing, emails, and pictures and things like that. So anyway, I just want to make comments and everything below the video, and let's get a conversation about it, because I'd like to know what's going on. Why is it that way back at the dial-up time, when we had the old 888 computers and didn't do nothing except for emails, why isn't it any better now? And you're paying $100 a month for internet service, or at least I think $40 a month or $50 a month. But why isn't it any better? Why didn't it get better? And now they're talking about a whole new processing system, and I don't know the name of it. But quantum computers are coming out, and I mean, if I bought everybody in the house a computer, I'd have to buy 4 computers. So just a regular computer that they sell now for $1,000, that'd be $4,000 for 4 computers. I'm not doing it. I'm going to spend $200, $300 on these, and I can just throw those away and replace them all the time for what it costs for one of what they say is a good computer, which really don't do much. It won't do no more than this, unless you're doing gaming and stuff like that, which I'm not doing. But I do my YouTube videos, and I upload my videos and download videos from YouTube and stuff like that. And I don't have any trouble with my old Dell computer. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. You guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching the video, and get some conversation going on down below. Ask me any question you want to about the computers, and I'll try to answer to you the best of my ability. But yeah, I've been building and buying computers for, oh my gosh, well, since the 888. because we were always changing parts out and stuff like that, trying to make them faster. But anyway, so thanks for watching the channel. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll have another one for you soon. This is Harold, and I'm signing off, baby. You guys have a great day.